Hello everyone, this is Miss Qianfei. Today we are going to make a sculpture of African mask. African masks are made from wood. They have beautiful paintings and design and plenty of amazing colors on them. As you may see from different art museums in their African collection, their masks always have different type of bold colors, emotions, and represent great culture and history. Today, we are going to make our own African masks by using cardbox. For the supplies, you will need some liquid glue, some cardbox, a pair of scissors, a Sharpie or a pencil, and some paint. If you do not have paint at home, color paper can make the color and cover the box as well. First, we are going to do a shape of the face. You may make any shape you like. Here, I choose to do a long oval shape, just like the example I showed you earlier for the face. Besides the face, we are going to do some other shapes. I had a triangle, a half circle, another square. Oh, circle. You may do any shapes you like. Here, I really want you to forget we are making a face. Just thinking about the different shapes you could draw. Besides the face, make sure you have 5 to 6 smaller shapes you will need. We are going to use those for the different parts of the eyes, nose, mouth, eyebrows. Then we are going to cut the different shapes. If you have trouble to cut it, you can ask your older siblings or your mom, your dad to help you. You can use some other paper to make the mask. If it's so hard for you to cut the box, you just follow the same direction, draw different shapes, and then cut the paper. As you may see, my pair of scissors is kind of small, so I had some hard time to cut it at the very beginning. You just have to find the right angle to do it. For the extra pieces you cut it off, do not throw them away. You can cut some smaller shapes, which can be some decoration for your mask later. Trying to use all the pieces you can. If it's easier for you, you may have the liquid glue in the cup and then use a brush to put the glue on. And for each piece, trying to hold it for a couple seconds before you move on. Make sure the glue is dried and then the cardboard is stable before you put next piece. The challenge for you is to use all different shapes you have. You are trying to make a mask, but also you want to be creative. So thinking about what you can do to make your mask unique and different. Here I use a long rectangle to be the nose. Of course, nose is not rectangle shape, but we don't have to make the mask look exactly like a face. So thinking about the different shapes you can use. I also find an interesting piece could be a mustache. So I put this piece right underneath the nose and above the mouth. Now I feel with only a rectangle, the nose does not look like a nose, so I add a piece of triangle to it. Here I add two smaller shapes to represent the cheek. Then I decide to give my mask a hat. But I couldn't find a shape look exactly like a hat, so I got some extra cardboard and then trying to make one. I couldn't find a piece of the shape to be the mouth either, so I decided to make one for my mask. Now I'm almost done with my mask. Before I move on to the painting part, I want to make sure my mask is completely dried. African art always have very bold colors to represent their culture and their history. So here I choose some very bright colors for my mask. I realized I did not have orange, but I want some, so I add a little bit red in my yellow to mix orange. For the big shapes, you may use a big brush to save some time and then you can paint the whole surface evenly. For the smaller shapes, you may want to switch to a medium or small brush. As you may see here, I did my shapes on the top layers first. If by accident I mess up some color to the bottom layer, I can always cover it later. So trying to start from the top to the bottom layers. Because my box has this light brownish color, it's not white, some of the paint is kind of transparent. You may still see through the color. So you may want to do 2 layers of that color if it bothers you. Here I switched to a smaller brush to help me get into the smaller space. Now my mask is done. Thanks for watching. See you next time.